Okay. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to our conference for the second day. We all already had our lunch, our break time, coffee break. So I hope we can go back to our activity today. So, ladies and gentlemen, for our second topic today, we will all together go into a discussion of diaspora engagement and religious empowerment for Taiwan's Indonesia immigrant workers. Please welcome our lecturers, Professor Chuan Yuan Chiu, Rev. Ebenezer Lalemo, and Mrs. Francis Kwan. Please come front and please we can give them a big round of applause.
So good afternoon, everyone. How are you? Great. So this is going to be last session for our conference for the first annual conference of Sociology of Religion, and we will begin. And first of all, I would like to introduce our lecturer, and also we have our interpreter this afternoon. Welcome, Professor Xiao Xiao. He is an associate professor from the Department of Sociology, National Zhengzi University, Taiwan, from 2021 till now as an associate professor. In 2012, he obtained his PhD from Faculty of Humanities, Utrecht Universiteit, Netherlands. He worked his PhD and the dissertation on the title in Church of New Social and Spiritual Space, Heritage, Conversion and Identity of Chinese Indonesian Muslims. And he also has written in some articles in journal, also in book chapter. And today, in this afternoon, he is going to present his article on title Diaspora Engagement and Religious Empowerment for Taiwan's Indonesia Migrant Workers. And also we have our interpreter, Ibu Francis. Terima kasih, thank you. The next 60 minutes we will follow the presentation of Professor Xiao. Thank you. Be blessed, I think, because you concern on the subject of Chinese Indonesian Muslims, and this related to your presentation this afternoon. So, floor, it's yours, time is yours, Professor Xiao.
My presentation this afternoon has nothing to do with Indonesia Chinese Muslim. It's about Indonesia real Muslim in Taiwan.
Okay. Please, your time.
Okay. Okay, so I can see this one. Okay, thank you so much. First of all, I have to thank my good friend Hawkins' invitation and also the invitation from faculty of Sociology, uh, Sociology Christian University. Um, I think this is the second time I visit my mother's school. I visited once 6 years ago, and then I just saw my picture, Ibu, Susan, and I'm still in the university. Amazing, right? It's really I don't have enough time to visit it. Yeah. Okay, let's back to the main title. My title is about my research and also cooperation with Indonesian female Muslim organization Salimah. They have only one overseas branch in Taiwan. And from my presentation, I want to share with you about Indonesia Muslim migrant workers' life in Taiwan, and also see a kind of engagement and social capability of Indonesian Islam in my country. Okay, second page.
Terima kasih. Pertama-tama saya mengucapkan terima kasih atas undangan dari Fakultas Teologi untuk hadir di sini. Ini kedua kalinya saya mengunjungi kampus ini. Ini adalah kampus kedua saya. 6 tahun lalu saya juga ada di sini dan saya masih ingat guru saya, Ibu Susana Anton masih ada di sini. Saya akan bercerita tentang keterlibatan diaspora dan juga pemberdayaan agama di Taiwan, khususnya tentang organisasi perempuan Salimah yang memiliki satu-satunya cabang di luar negeri yaitu di Taiwan. Dan saya juga akan membahas tentang pekerja migran Indonesia di Taiwan dan bagaimana keterlibatan mereka.
Okay. I arranged 5 agenda in my presentation today. I hope it's not too many. The first one is Islam is a minority religion in Taiwan, but why our society has no opinion and discrimination against the Muslim? My second issue is about how and why did the Indonesian Muslim diaspora become the most or the largest group Muslim community in Taiwan? The third is it's also interesting to talk about some local government's policy and attitude toward Islam to make something friendly. From the first point, I want to discuss about kadang-kadang kesulitan masih di sana. Still, they have a problem for Indonesian Muslims because the worship places is not so convenient like here. And how do they deal with the problem? Work together with the Indonesian Muslim students. The last point is about I'm working on a kind of a community service project in Taiwan. We call it USR. It's a University Social Responsibility Project. And because of the project, we work together on parenting workshop to deal with to help migrant workers, because they work in Taiwan, they have children left behind in Java. So actually, this causes many problems, including social problems, family problems in Javanese society. And at the same time, I will also evaluate how Islam could facilitate a kind of diaspora engagement in terms of religion and development issue.
Ada 5 agenda yang akan saya bahas pada siang hari ini. Yang pertama adalah bagaimana saya akan menjelaskan tentang bagaimana sebagai agama minoritas di Taiwan tidak ada diskriminasi yang menonjol yang dilihat di Taiwan. Yang kedua, bagaimana komunitas Muslim Indonesia menjadi komunitas Muslim terbesar di Taiwan. Dan yang ketiga, bagaimana sikap pemerintah lokal yang begitu ramah terhadap umat Islam di Taiwan. Tentunya membahas nomor 1 tadi, diskriminasi masih ada permasalahan khususnya terkait dengan rumah ibadah yang masih sangat terbatas dan bagaimana cara mengatasi masalah tersebut. Dan yang terakhir saya akan bercerita tentang kepedulian tanggung jawab sosial universitas mengatasi permasalahan khususnya dengan pekerja migran Indonesia yang harus meninggalkan anak-anak mereka di Jawa dan mengerjakan membuat suatu proyek untuk mengasuh anak jarak jauh bagi para pekerja migran agar masih tetap bisa mengasuh anak mereka di Jawa.
Okay. I think before my presentation, we can have a kind of outline of Taiwan history. Because after I talk with few Indonesian scholars, some people still consider Taiwan just like Hong Kong, attached to mainland China. Oh gosh, better not.
Sebelum kita mulai membahas presentasi, saya akan memberikan sedikit outline tentang sejarah Taiwan karena banyak orang di Indonesia yang masih mengira Taiwan itu sama seperti Hong Kong yang terikat dengan Cina daratan, padahal tidak.
Okay, and we can have online. You can see we share many similar history. Dutch was our boss in 17th century. They just delivered warship from Java to occupy Taiwan in 17th century, and they stayed for around 40 years. So there is a joke in Taiwan. Why cannot we still be occupied by Rwanda? If so, we can become better. It's a joke. And then in 19th century, I think the Qing dynasty came back to Taiwan. Then, unfortunately, until 19th century, Japanese made war with Qing dynasty, and they asked the Qing dynasty to seize Taiwan to Japan. So Japan also colonized Taiwan for 50 years, longer than Indonesia. Okay, and then until the end of the Second World War, you know, Japan lose, right? So Japan returned Taiwan to China, Republic of China, rather than People's Republic of China. So until now, we still call ourselves Republic of China. And since 2016, we like to bracket Taiwan. Yeah.
Kita lihat di layar, Indonesia dan Taiwan memiliki kesamaan sejarah. Misalnya kita sama-sama dijajah oleh Belanda dan Spanyol di ke-16 itu, di mana sampai sekarang banyak lelucon di Taiwan. Orang-orang sering berkata, kenapa sih Belanda masih tetap menjajah kita? Mungkin kehidupan kita akan lebih baik kalau masih ada penjajah. Tentunya itu cuma lelucon. Kemudian masuk dinasti Qi dan ada pengaruh dari Kekaisaran Jepang. Dan mulai dari tahun 2016, label Taiwan mulai dipromosikan selain nama Republik China.
Okay. Next page is about brief history, Islamic history in Taiwan. I think at the end of the Second War, because Chiang Kai-shek was defeated by Chinese Communist Party, so he moved his men, including pegawai and the army, kira-kiras 1 million from mainland China to Taiwan, including some of them are Chinese-speaking Muslim, or sometimes we call it a Hui Muslim. Okay, and after they moved to Taiwan, they got the funding from government and also from Middle Eastern Muslim country who accepted the first mosque in Taipei. And it's interesting because originally these Chinese-speaking Muslims in Taiwan we call it mainlander. They are some of them are political and military elites belong to the Kuomintang, the ruling party. That's this kind of relation. Then the Jiang feel, oh, actually they are my brother. So they don't feel something alienation regarding the Chinese speaking Muslim. Okay, next page.
Kita melihat sejarah tentang Islam masuk di Taiwan awalnya dari kekalahan perang di dataran Cina di mana Chiang Kai-shek membawa 1 juta orang Cina pegawai tentara ke Taiwan dan mereka juga termasuk kaum mainlander yang disebut kaum Cina daratan yaitu termasuk juga komunitas Muslim Cina yang berbahasa Cina.
Okay, you can see this was become a kind of problematic. They are doing a kind of religious diplomacy. Because every time, for instance, if Hakim bring a group of Muslim scholars to visit me, I want to show him the also of Islam, we are diverse. And then probably I can arrange a meeting in the mosque. So this platform is like a diplomacy also. Next page.
Gambar masjid tadi menjadi contoh diplomasi di mana ketika ada umat Islam yang datang ke Taiwan selalu diajak ke masjid ini untuk menunjukkan bahwa komunitas di Taiwan beragam.
By the way, are you sure you still need a translation? Are you sure? Because I think my presentation in English is simple, also complex. How to see? Or continue?
Apakah masih membutuhkan penerjemah atau sudah bisa memahami presentasi Profesor Thomas?
Okay, I just mentioned the first reason is because Islam is embraced by mainlander, political and military elites. So in the beginning, the ruling party government, Kuomintang, they don't feel any relation about Islam. Okay, next page.
Ini adalah alasan pertama mengapa di Taiwan tidak ada Islamophobia karena Islam dirangkul oleh komunitas mainlander.
Okay, the second reason is in contemporary time. Later I will show you videos. The government want to show, oh, we are open society and we want to show multicultural goodwill. So many local government organize celebration of Idul Fitri, the Islamic Chinese New Year, for Muslim, in particular for Indonesian Muslim. I think let me finish all points. The third, go back to my yeah, next page. The third reason is the policy of migrant worker in Taiwan is quite similar to guest worker policy. Although I think that Taiwan is gradually changing the idea because we are also a serious aging society. We will encourage more Indonesian workers to stay in Taiwan, stay longer, including population of white collar workers. But I'm not ready yet allow people from outside to easily get citizenship. That's why people don't feel serious kind of tension regarding the ethnic, relational, economical competition. The last reason is about halal economy. As you know, Chinese is very good at making business for anything. So they also try to build their own halal certification and also doing a kind of halal tourism. Yeah. Okay.
Ada 4 alasan yang tadi pertama sudah disamakan, yang kedua adalah adanya niat baik dari masyarakat Taiwan untuk merayakan keberagaman, sehingga banyak pemerintah di tingkat lokal yang merayakan hari-hari Idul Fitri misalnya. Faktor yang ketiga, alasan yang ketiga adalah pekerja migran di Taiwan dianggap sebagai pekerja tamu, di mana tidak dirasakan adanya potensi-potensi yang akan mengakibatkan ketegangan antara pekerja tamu dan pekerja Taiwan sendiri. Dan yang terakhir adalah orang Cina sangat pintar untuk mencari peluang bisnis sehingga di tengah Islam sini di Taiwan dimunculkanlah halal, ekonomi halal, bagaimana bisa mengupayakan bisnis dari halal.
Okay, next page. Okay, then next one, I would like to explain why, how Indonesian Muslim become the largest group in Taiwan. Because in the past 3 decades, Asia's new industry country, for the reason of labor shortage, Taiwan has recruited foreign workers also from Southeast Asia. And on the other hand, Sociology and Christian University, for the purpose of the internationalization of education, we also recruit many students from Southeast Asia. So let me show you 2 videos. This one and this one. Until September, it's the Paru data. Yeah. There are 260,000 of Indonesian migrants in Taiwan. That's why when Hakim visited me 7 months ago, I spoke him a joke. Now we become little Indonesia in Taiwan. You want to Indonesia study, just stay here. It's a joke, it's a joke. The second number is about Indonesia international students in Taiwan. Dan biasanya orang Tiongkok belajar S1 di universitas. And non-Chinese Indonesia or most Indonesia usually study S2 and S3. It's interesting. Okay, the number is also quite high. Yeah, I myself also supervise 3 PhD students and 2 MS students. Okay. Okay, next page.
Alasan kedua tentang mengapa Taiwan menjadi komunitas Muslim diaspora yang terbesar Indonesia adalah karena adanya pekerja sebagai negara, salah satu negara industri baru di Asia, banyak pekerja migran yang direkrut. Di sisi lain juga dengan internasionalisasi pendidikan tinggi seperti PSW juga merekrut mahasiswa dari luar negeri, maka Taiwan juga mengundang banyak mahasiswa dari luar negeri. Dan ini adalah 2 angka, 267, 194 per September 2023 adalah jumlah pekerja migran yang ada di Taiwan. Dan tahun 2022 ada 16.639 angka mahasiswa asing yang ada di mahasiswa Indonesia yang ada di Taiwan, sehingga tadi ada lelucon ketika Pak Hakim mengunjungi Pak Thomas di beberapa bulan yang lalu dikatakan bahwa Taiwan sudah menjadi Indonesia mini, Indonesia kecil, dan bisa saja ada Indonesia study di Taiwan.
Okay, next page. The second thing is also interesting. It's about transnational Islamic connection between Indonesia and East Asia. So can you go to the next page? Let me show you 2 pictures. You see, in the past, if we talk about the history origin of Indonesia Islam, people always talk more about your link with Middle East, always South Asia, like India. I know 2 decades ago, there's an interesting point of view to talk about influence from mainland China. Although this point of view is not welcomed by Suharto government. But nowadays, everything can be discussed in your society. And you see, in the past, people faced to the West talk more about the origin and Nusantara. But in my view, I really think about it. Indonesia study or the study of Indonesian Islam, maybe need to pay more attention on your outreach link with East Asia country. Okay?
Kita melihat antara hubungan transnasional yang terjadi antara negara-negara di daerah selatan dan juga negara Asia Tenggara. Di mana zaman dulu di Indonesia misalnya dikatakan ada hubungan dengan India, walaupun mungkin pada zaman pemerintahan Soekarno tidak boleh mengatakan ada hubungan dengan Cina. Dan ketika membahas tentang hubungan-hubungan tentang Nusantara, itu bisa terlihat, kita bisa lihat juga dari koneksi hubungan-hubungan yang ada antara negara-negara di Asia dan Asia Tenggara dan Asia Selatan.
Okay, next page. And then this page and the next page, I want to emphasize Muslim students play a very important role in that community. And actually, many of them are not really a kind of ulama or Wusta. But since they study in Taiwan and our Muhammadiyah didn't really deliver preacher to Taiwan. So in this regard, I think Christianity is stronger than Islam. Also, sometimes be humble, yeah. Not really focus on power to Taiwanese or Chinese in our society. So this reason push the student have to do more for their own community. Okay?
Alasan ketiga adalah peran aktif mahasiswa Muslim di Taiwan. Dibandingkan dengan umat Kristen di Taiwan, umat Muslimnya kurang proaktif untuk menjangkau masyarakat. Dan di sini menjadi peluang bagi mahasiswa Islam untuk lebih memainkan peran yang aktif dalam keagamaan mereka.
Next page. And my grandmother also an important member of the community. And you know, actually to stay in a non-Muslim society, eating off food way is always an issue, right? Although our society is free, but regarding the halal foods, it's even not so convenient like in Europe or America. So it's always a challenge. So some of Indonesian Muslims, if they go outside, they become vegetarian. Because vegetarian food is easily available in our society. Okay.
Nah, pekerja migran Indonesia juga menjadi bagian dari komunitas Islam di Taiwan, dan di sini ada masalah di mana makanan halal misalnya atau masih ada keterbatasan dalam ibadah umat Muslim, misalnya makanan, sehingga banyak umat Muslim di Taiwan menjadi vegetarian karena tidak kurang tersedianya makanan halal di sana.
Okay, next page. So anyway, this page I want to repeat it again. Although there are also some other Muslim community from different countries, but undoubtedly, Indonesian Muslim community is the largest one. And even yesterday night, during my dinner with the team, I also mentioned, as I know, there are 2 Indonesia churches right there. So even you can do research there. Okay.
Slide ini menyimpulkan lagi tentang bagaimana komunitas Muslim Indonesia menjadi yang terbesar di Taiwan, walaupun ada juga komunitas-komunitas lain di sana. Tapi komunitas Islam Indonesia tetap yang paling besar. Dan juga di sana ada gereja Indonesia, gereja Kristen gereja Indonesia di Taipei ada 2, sehingga silakan Bapak Dekan kalau mau meneliti bersama di Taiwan.
Next page. Okay. As I know, so far there has been 26 Muslim organizations in Taiwan, and I think the Indonesian government is more comprehensive survey than me. Yeah, they deliver several students to do a survey about that. And Harvard books are mentioned. I mean, head office is based in Taipei and other regional branch. And women are bigger than men. I think it's around 70% of Indonesian Muslims are female. Okay. And among these Muslim organizations, some are already famous, like Muhammadiyah, or Salimah. Okay.
Di sini ada beberapa organisasi Islam yang ada di Taiwan, dan saat ini ada 26 organisasi sepengetahuan saya. Kemudian di kalangan migrant worker, data yang terkumpul adalah 69,4% merupakan perempuan, dan banyak sekali organisasi perempuan Islam yang sudah ada di sana yang terkenal seperti Wahidiyah dan Salimah.
Next page. Okay, and as I mentioned before, because according to the Freedom House, Taiwan is also a free and democratic society, including the religion's freedom. And our society basically is secular. But if you come to visit Taiwan, you stay in a hotel, you turn on the cable TV, you can find 5 to 6 religious channels. They just talk religion 24 hours all day, including Buddhism, Christianity, and some other new religions also you can find out. So probably in the beginning you maybe consider Taiwan is quite a religious country. Yeah, actually it's not really, but you can make a religious cable channel. Yeah, in reality it's like that. Okay.
Negara Taiwan memiliki kemerdekaan beragama yang sangat baik. Jika Anda pergi ke Taiwan dan pergi ke hotel, menyalakan televisi, Anda akan melihat ada 5 channel televisi tentang agama, acara agama. Sepanjang hari isinya agama saja, baik itu agama Buddha, agama Kristen, dan Anda mungkin berpikir bahwa Taiwan ini negara beragama sekali. Padahal sebenarnya tidak, tetapi kemerdekaan beragamanya memungkinkan untuk membuat channel TV tentang channel TV agama.
Next page. Okay, I will show you. This is the ex-mayor of Taipei City, Mr. Ke, who is also current candidate for president election. I personally didn't really like him, but he is famous all over the world in our society. Let me show you a video first. So, can somebody help me to play the first video? It's bahasa Mandarin, but with bahasa Indonesia subtitle.
Akan diputarkan video dalam bahasa Mandarin, tapi memiliki subtitle dalam bahasa Indonesia. Dan foto tadi adalah foto mantan wali kota Taipei yang sekarang sedang mencalonkan diri sebagai presiden Taiwan.
不同的文化日常带来丰富的生活感受。因为友善，因为开放，这里就是最友善、最精彩的城市。2019台北开斋节暨穆斯林嘉年华，独一无二，这就是你所未见的台北。
Right? In America, in Europe, it's difficult to imagine. You never wear like this, right? Yeah, it's TV commercial by Kota Taipei. Until now, they do it every year. Yeah. Okay.
Itu adalah iklan televisi kota Taipei dan Bapak Wali Kota menggunakan peci.
So you can see the photo like this. Next one. Also, this is the photo I had in 2017 outside the Taipei main station. People just have fun and band. I think it's higher from Malaysia. Next one.
Ini foto di luar stasiun kereta Taipei dan orang main band merayakan Idul Fitri.
Not only this, you also can see the president campaign outside the Taipei main station. And our government just don't care. And you know, by going okay in Taiwan, they can do overseas devotion. They arrange the voting places in Walong, and also arrange police to do the security, to sustain the order. So we are part of Indonesia democracy.
Yang bisa terjadi bukan di luar stasiun, bukan hanya tadi konser, tapi juga hal pemerintah tidak terlalu peduli dengan yang seperti ini, jadi dibiarkan saja sehingga Taiwan menjadi bagian dari demokrasi Indonesia dan pekerja pemikiran Indonesia banyak sekali beraktivitas dan juga berkampanye di stasiun.
Yeah. This is another photo. People pray together outside the main station. Next photo. And you see the Mr. Ko deliver. He called it Islamic anfal. The envelope is green. It's his personal invention. Sorry, not ulama here, yeah. Maybe. I'm joking. Okay, next page.
Di foto tadi tampak mantan wali kota membagikan angpau Idul Fitri dan mantan wali kota memberi amplop warna hijau dan dikatakan ini adalah angpau Islam katanya. Tapi itu bisa-bisanya mantan wali kota saja.
Okay, this is the similar celebration this year. And the proposal number the central provisions, the new mayor who could be also become a new generation of president candidate. Next one.
Foto ini adalah foto yang baru dan bapak yang baju putih di tengah itu adalah wali kota saat ini dan dia juga kemungkinan akan menjadi masa depan pemimpin atau presiden di sana.
Okay. Okay, now I want to talk more about the problem. Actually, the worship places for Indonesian Muslim, there are many places, but still not tidak cukup. So people like to gather in the main station during the weekend, but sometimes also cause some controversy in our society. The second is so far, Indonesian Muslims also build their own muswala in different places. But similarly, the space, in my point of view, is not really enough. And that's why you can see the Muslim students want to use the digital tool to build a kind of digital Muslim space for their community.
Terkait dengan keterbatasan tempat ibadah, memang saat ini di Taiwan sangat terbatas. Misalnya umat Islam di Taiwan beribadah di stasiun Taipei dan itu menimbulkan kontroversi, banyak yang tidak setuju. Tetapi memang keterbatasan itu ada dan ini yang mendorong mahasiswa Islam untuk Taiwan untuk menciptakan digital space, tempat digital untuk melakukan jejaring mereka dan juga untuk beribadah.
Next page. This is Taipei station. Most of people are Indonesian Muslim.
Jadi digambar di stasiun Taipei dan kebanyakan orang adalah umat Islam Indonesia.
So your people occupy the city.
Orang Indonesia menjajah kota Taipei.
Next page. During the pandemic, the Taipei station prohibited people to sit inside the station hall. So there are some debates. You see the comic on the left side, just later for you. The people who stand just blame the people who sit on the ground. Oh, you stand here, make the space so inconvenient and also jelly. And the people who sit on the ground, it's my right. Here's public space. Why cannot sit here? And you see the photo on the right side. It's NGO speak for Indonesian Muslim who is able and has a right to sit inside the main station during the weekend.
Ini adalah contoh kontroversi tentang bagaimana pada saat pandemi stasiun Taipei tidak boleh ada orang duduk di dalam dan gambar sebelah kiri adalah komik yang antara dua orang yang berdiri mengatakan kepada orang yang duduk bahwa kalian duduk di sini, Anda duduk di sini sangat tidak nyaman bagi saya, dan orang yang duduk mengatakan pada orang yang berdiri bahwa ini hak saya. Dan foto di sebelah kanan itu menunjukkan tentang bagaimana demonstrasi atau orang-orang mengatakan bahwa siapa yang boleh dan punya hak untuk ada di stasiun Taipei.
Next page. Okay, so the following issue is that I want to introduce some initiative Mosoala built by Michael Walker himself, and even so, for many domestic caregivers, because they have to live in a family with elder men, so it's not easy for them to go outside even during the weekend. So actually, it's not convenient to go to mosque or to pengajian. So how can Indonesian Muslim students deal with the problem? Let's see the solution. Okay.
Jadi karena ada masalah dengan tempat ibadah, walaupun ada 12 masjid di Taiwan dan juga ada musola-musola, tetapi yang menjadi masalah adalah bagaimana dengan para pekerja migran yang menjadi pengasuh di dalam rumah tangga, mengurusi orang lansia, karena jam kerja mereka tidak tentu, sehingga mereka tidak bisa dengan mudah untuk pergi ke masjid. Dan ya, kita akan lihat solusinya.
Next page. Okay. So then because of my PhD student who already graduated, who study migrant workers children behind in Western Java, and then I asked her, why cannot we make a project to provide some service for migrant workers? And then we decided to offer a kind of parenting workshop. It's a kind of 3-hour course. And the people get together also to pengajian. And we offer drinks and meals. Okay? This project called the University Social Responsibility. And as I know in your university, you have similar project of community studies for students, right? But this one is completely different. It's not really a course. It's our Ministry of Education overfunded for university professors to make project to combine with your teaching and also the outside resources to work together for community. But not so many people want to take care of the migrant workers. So we decided to do that. Okay, next page.
Ini adalah proyek yang dikerjakan oleh mahasiswa saya. Dia meneliti tentang bagaimana anak-anak dari pekerja migran yang ditinggalkan orang tua mereka bekerja, dan khususnya dari Jawa Barat. Dan solusi yang diberikan adalah memberikan workshop tentang bagaimana cara mengasuh anak, di mana disediakan kegiatan itu berlangsung 3 jam seperti pengajian dan juga ada disediakan makanan. Dan ini adalah yang tadi saya sebutkan adalah contoh dari CSR universitas, bagaimana memanfaatkan pendanaan dari pemerintah untuk masyarakat, dan dalam hal ini adalah pekerja migran.
Okay, there are some problems I show on the page, but the category is too small. Let me highlight with 2 points. First, you can imagine, if you work as a domestic family caregiver, it's very difficult for you to calculate how much time you have to call to your children, right? And then if you call, your children doesn't really know what you are doing there. Sometimes even they help you because their parents can accompany why these children left behind, they cannot get their parents' support for that. The second point is sometimes the children become very problematic. If mother make phone call, always ask for more gifts, money, or TV games, and so on, facility. So sometimes the mother or the father has something really very bad. My children only talk to me, consider me as a kind of ATM, you know. This feeling is not really good. So we will try to offer this kind of parenting workshop to provide some consultant courses. Okay.
Jadi workshop untuk mengasuh anak ini diselenggarakan karena berdasarkan pengalaman dari pekerja migran, khususnya mereka yang bekerja secara domestik di rumah tangga menjadi pengasuh, karena mereka tidak memiliki banyak waktu untuk mengasuh anak mereka sendiri, sehingga anak-anak mereka yang ditinggalkan di Indonesia, mereka kadang-kadang mereka menjadi problematis, anak-anak yang bermasalah. Kadang-kadang mereka membenci orang tua mereka karena tidak ada bersama-sama dengan mereka di Indonesia. Dan setiap kali mereka menelpon, anak-anaknya hanya minta uang, minta hadiah, minta TV baru, dan ini membuat orang tua di Taiwan menjadi sedih, para pekerja migran jadi sedih karena hanya dianggap sebagai ATM berjalan oleh anak-anak mereka. Jadi itulah latar belakang workshop diselenggarakan.
Okay, next page. This is some photo from the workshop, and you see the right side, the domestic caregiver bring her elder boss to our classroom to learn together.
Ini adalah foto-foto dari workshop, dan seperti yang kita bisa lihat di sebelah kanan, gambar itu adalah orang lansia yang diurusi oleh para pekerja migran yang dibawa juga ke dalam sesi workshop untuk sama-sama belajar.
Next page. Okay. My workshop also mixed with the prayer and the pengajian a little bit. Also, I didn't tell the truth to my university. But why not? Why not?
Workshop saya juga berisi doa, pengajian, sembahyang, dan ada pengajian walaupun saya tidak mengatakan hal yang sebenarnya ke universitas saya.
Yeah, next page. Okay. Sometimes we are lucky we can rent some better room, classroom for them outside our campus. Next page. And the two docents you see on the photo, they are PhD students. I think already go back to Indonesia. I think.
Ini adalah foto-foto dari workshop dan ini adalah mahasiswa PhD saya yang mungkin sekarang sudah kembali ke Indonesia.
Okay, next page. And then I'm also doing a kind of interesting project I call it Islam Assisted in Taiwan. Later I will explain it. Maybe Hakim can give me some suggestion. Before that, I want to play a video to introduce what is Salima doing in Thailand. Okay, can somebody help?
Saya akan menunjukkan video tentang apa yang dikerjakan Salimah dan ini adalah proyek saya tentang Islam pesisir di Taiwan. Nanti akan saya jelaskan dan juga mungkin Prof. Hakim bisa menambahkan.
It's in Bahasa Indonesia. No need to translate.
Taiwan adalah negara yang cukup populer di kalangan para pekerja migran dan pelajar Indonesia. Saat ini, ada sekitar 271.000 jiwa pekerja migran dan 13.000 pelajar asal Indonesia. Mereka akan menghabiskan waktu di Taiwan paling tidak 2 tahun untuk yang bersekolah dan 4-6 tahun untuk yang bekerja. Tentu saja, rentang waktu tersebut terbilang cukup lama untuk merantau di negeri minoritas Muslim, terlebih bagi seorang Muslimah. Oleh karena itu, organisasi masyarakat persaudaraan Muslimah yang dikenal dengan Salimah hadir di Taiwan sebagai wadah para Muslimah Indonesia di Taiwan untuk belajar bersama menjadi seorang Muslimah yang tangguh di perantauan. Dengan membawa visi menjadi organisasi massa Muslimah yang dinamis dalam meningkatkan kualitas hidup perempuan, keluarga, dan anak Indonesia, Salimah menjadi wadah pemberdayaan Muslimah yang terlihat dari berbagai program kerjanya.
Program pekanan yang kita lakukan adalah kajian sabila. Nah, kajian sabila ini lebih ke meningkatkan bagaimana pengetahuan agama dan juga pengetahuan secara umum dari Departemen Pendidikan dan Dakwah sudah menyusun kurikulum ya dan berupaya nanti untuk tahun berikutnya mencoba mencari topik yang lain dari topik fikih ya, kemudian juga kalau yang pengetahuan umum misalnya kesehatan, kemudian juga pendidikan ya. Kemudian program bulanan itu program yang dilakukan oleh sebagian besar adalah ibu-ibu mantu ya. Ibu-ibu mantu adalah wanita yang menikah dengan orang Taiwan. Mereka biasa mengadakan pertemuan 1 bulan sekali ya, arisan, kemudian diisi juga dengan kajian-kajian. Kemudian kalau kegiatan 3 bulanan biasanya bentuknya pelatihan, misalnya dari pelatihan membuat masker, gitu ya, kemudian masakan, misalnya masakan Taiwan ya supaya kemudian juga halal, gitu gimana caranya, gitu. Kemudian keterampilan yang lain menghias hampers dan yang lain.
Selain itu, Salimah Taiwan juga secara khusus mengadakan kajian baik secara tatap muka maupun daring untuk keluarga mixed married Indonesia Taiwan yang bertujuan memberikan pemahaman untuk suami yang mualaf. Ada juga Baitul Quran Salimah yang sudah menjadi tempat anak-anak Indonesia untuk belajar dan bermain bersama Al-Quran. Salimah Taiwan juga menjalankan program Sekolah Ibu Salimah Terpadu atau yang dikenal dengan sebutan Sister, yang merupakan komunitas orang tua bijak yang menjadi sarana bagi anggota untuk menjadi lebih cerdas, terampil, dan berdaya.
Yang tadinya saya pemalu, yang tadinya saya nggak bisa apa-apa, semenjak digabung di Salimah ini udah alhamdulillah semuanya udah bisa saya lakukan. Contohnya yang paling utama itu dulu saya nggak bisa ngaji, dan sekarang alhamdulillah udah bisa.
Bergabung di Salimah itu masalah banget yang nggak bisa saya kalau cuma diungkapkan dengan kata-kata itu kayak nggak cukup. Soalnya di dalamnya itu banyak orang-orang yang masya Allah gitu loh. Karena saya sebagai di departemen ekonomi ya saya ini berjualan gimana supaya sudah dijalankan, ada program makanan, kemudian ada program bulanan, kemudian nanti juga ada program 3 bulanan gitu ya.
Sebagai wujud peran perempuan dalam masyarakat, Saliman Taiwan juga turut berperan aktif bekerja sama dengan ormas-ormas Islam, lembaga-lembaga Indonesia di Taiwan, dan juga KDI yang berperan penting dalam perlindungan WNI di Taiwan.
Banyak sekali catatan kami ya, program dan kegiatan baik yang bersifat dakwah, edukasi, sosial dan lain sebagainya yang sangat sukses diinisiasi dan diselenggarakan oleh Saliman Taiwan. Kami juga merasakan sinergi yang sangat baik dari Saliman Taiwan sejak awal kami hadir di sini dan juga KDI yang sebelumnya sudah bekerja sama dengan baik dengan Saliman Taiwan. Harapan kami pada Saliman hanya dapat merangkul lebih luas lagi seperti organisasi masyarakat Indonesia dan juga individu ya, dalam rangka mendorong terus edukasi, dakwah, pembinaan, peningkatan kapasitas serta penguatan hubungan sektor dan sosial.
Begitulah rekam jejak Saliman Taiwan dalam kebermanfaatan umat dan pemberdayaan Muslimah Indonesia di bumi Formosa, Taiwan.
Salimah, aku di Indonesia saja.
Okay, let me start here. Next to my it's already 2:30, it's okay. I try to make my presentation shorter. Okay, the idea of Islamic participation is totally different from the case in the Java North Coast. But to some degree, they are also similar. Because there are some Indonesian migrant workers, they are higher than the fishing worker, and actually the working labor condition is very harsh. And they stay in different locations of the fishing port.
Ide tentang Islam pesisir ini berasal dari kita hampir sama tentang sejarah pesisir dengan Indonesia, di mana di Taiwan juga banyak sekali pelabuhan-pelabuhan dan banyak sekali budaya nelayan.
Next page. This is one of our workshop in North Taiwan, the place called Ruifang. It's a small fishing port. And you see, we have to go to the Muswala. The house is over freely by the boats. We have to pass through a small, very narrow area. And the house is so small. It's really not easy to sit together because no air conditioning. Okay.
Ini adalah contoh foto musola yang ada di pekampungan nelayan atau pelabuhan perikanan di Taiwan, di daerah Ruifang, di mana kita bisa lihat untuk masuk ke musola harus melewati lorong kecil yang sempit dan tidak mudah untuk masuk ke dalam dan juga untuk duduk dan beribadah.
Next page. This is another musola. You can see it is constructed later, but still the place is so small, right?
Kalau foto yang ini konstruksinya tetap masih kecil walaupun penampilannya sudah lebih layak daripada yang sebelumnya.
Next page. That's why we have to learn outside.
Dan karena itulah kita harus belajar di luar karena tempatnya terlalu kecil.
Yeah, I'm also behind that, but because we Taiwanese are not used to sit on the ground, especially for older men like me.
Saya juga ada di situ, tapi saya tidak bisa duduk di bawah.
So every time I go to the masjid, I always find a wall to remind behind. Okay, you see, we still study together. Next page. That's why it's amazing to see Salimah, including Nakataru Ulama and the Muhammadiyah students. They are very good at use social media to create their own network. Okay.
Jadi di sini kita lihat bagaimana mahasiswa yang berasal dari organisasi seperti Muhammadiyah atau NU, mereka menciptakan ruang digital untuk jejaring Islam.
We call it digital Islam or digital Christian.
Kita menyebutkan mereka adalah Islam digital atau Kristen digital.
Next page. Okay, this is one of the case offered by Salimah. It's about rehearsing the Quran And in Taiwan, I know in Indonesia you use it's WhatsApp, right? WhatsApp. In Taiwan, we are used to use Line, and you can see that similar to WhatsApp. You can see the main list, okay?
Kita lihat di sini sebelah kiri itu adalah foto dari Line. Kalau di Indonesia lebih banyak orang menggunakan WhatsApp, kalau di Taiwan lebih banyak menggunakan Line. Dan sama saja bentuknya seperti yang di gambar.
Next page. So people work and study and discuss together on the line. You can see the page.
Dan kita lihat di sini bagaimana melalui Line orang berdiskusi dan juga belajar tentang Islam seperti yang tampak pada layar.
So I call it pengajian HP.
Saya menyebutnya pengajian HP.
Okay. So let me explain the main concept. The diaspora engagement means gradually the host or the country from both sides, whatever is Indonesia or Taiwan, they should consider if we want to help the migrant worker, what kind of resources we can use. Probably we still need the support from government plus the Indonesian students help to doing that. And I find it's extremely interesting. Next page.
Dalam keterlibatan diaspora di Indonesia dan di Taiwan untuk pekerja migran, sumber daya apa yang kita miliki, dan ini yang disinilah kita membutuhkan dukungan pemerintah dan juga kekuatan dan kepercayaan dari mahasiswa Indonesia yang ada di sana.
Yesterday, Pak Hakim mentioned usually people study benefits of migrant worker, right? Anybody study zakat of migrant worker? This is much stronger, much more interesting. They collect the zakat in Taiwan. Next page.
Biasanya orang meneliti tentang pekerja migran adalah tentang bagaimana pekerja migran mendatangkan devisa bagi negara, tetapi dalam kasus ini apakah sudah ada yang meneliti tentang zakat di pekerja migran? Ini adalah topik yang menarik.
It's also interesting new debate regarding the reinterpretation of Sharia. Who is qualified to receive the zakat money? Is migrant worker also belong to a kind of a people without freedom? If so, probably they can also receive the zakat money. But still, this kind of interpretation is questionable. The debate is undergoing. Okay.
Jadi di sini ada perdebatan antara siapa yang bisa menerima uang zakat, apakah pekerja migran itu juga masuk boleh menerima uang zakat, dan disinilah interpretasinya masih berbeda.
Next page. Okay, this is my conclusion now. This is also what I'm going to do next. The fourth issue is also I'm also learning about Islamic movement, because in the past we focused more about a kind of Islamic revival in enlightenment, or sometimes pakai Juba is kind of movement. But how about motherhood and the family issue? The second is about, I just mentioned about the digital religion, regarding the new way to do religion and communication. The third issue is about development, social work in the religion. Last one is the international workshop I'm going to do in Taipei, in my university. I want to do something like a policy dialogue to talk about religion and social service for migrant workers. And I plan to invite people from Islam, Christian Church, and also Buddhism. Okay, I finished.
Baiklah, ini adalah kesimpulan saya tentang apa yang akan saya lakukan ke depan. Yang pertama, saya akan lebih meneliti tentang Islam dan perempuan, di mana selama ini isu ini kurang dibahas, dan padahal banyak sekali permasalahan di situ, termasuk permasalahan keluarga. Yang kedua adalah tentang bagaimana yang tadi sudah saya sebutkan, digital Islam, Islam digital, dan bagaimana perkembangannya selanjutnya. Dan yang ketiga adalah tentang perkembangan pekerjaan sosial dan agama. Dan yang terakhir adalah saya akan berbicara di universitas saya untuk mengadakan dialog tentang kebijakan, khususnya untuk melihat antara agama dan pelayanan masyarakat bagi pekerja migran. Dengan demikian berakhirnya presentasi saya.
So for Professor Gio, very interesting um, and inspiring presentation, Prof. Pictures and video are really describing much how to pay attention for empowering migrant worker Muslim in Taiwan. So I will not to waste my time, and now time for you, friends, respond and question or make remarks from you. Just mention your name and then give your question or remark or response. Yeah. Yes, please.
Okay, good afternoon. Thank you, Professor Schwanborn. Uh, my name is Sigit from Department of Sociology, Belgium University. Quite interesting presentation. And, actually, your presentation about migrant workers reminded me when I was in Istanbul for 3 years for study postgraduate program there, which is at the time. One of the situation that what is reminded me of your presentation is about different refugees from Syria who's moving to southern of Turkey. Um, the problem in Turkey at the time when become shifting from the refugee issues, shifting to a politics issues in the region of Turkey is the government offering the citizenship to refugees. Do you want to be Turkish or you still want to be Syrian? My point from this reflection is, do you find the situation for migrant workers in Taiwan as a large number that you explained, and very sadly, the major municipality of Taipei has come to the migrant workers. For me, it's very sadly, maybe you want to say that my curiosity, I might be offering you the citizenship of Taiwan, or you just still as a Indonesian citizenship. That's the first one. The second one is about the religious authority. Do you any findings about how this community they organize themselves and in which part they desire you are the more authoritative than others? And the last one, actually, I have a number of questions, but I have to stop for 2 questions. The last one is about the Salman community. Similarly, it's very dominant color of purple. Is there any special reasons for this community they choose? Okay, thank you.
Thanks for your question. I can reply the first one and the second one. I think that the case of Indonesian migrant worker is totally different from the status of refugee. Do you understand? Because they are not forced labor. Maybe there are some unhappy cheating cases, but still, we are a legal society. Everything should be under the supervision of government, including Indonesia office. Second, because Taiwan is not recognized as a country, so we are not member of UN. So in this regard, we don't really make any clear legal regulation to issue refugee as a kind of temporary citizenship. It's true. And also to obtain our citizenship is also very difficult. Do you know why? Because we are in an opposition position with mainland China. We have to be very careful about this kind of calculation of persons. Because every time in an election, the situation is always very tensions. That's why our government take a very conservative position regarding the issue of citizenship. And the second is also interesting about the religion authority. Um, Unfortunately, they can use internet to invite the Ustad ulama to give talk from Indonesia. Nowadays, it's not public at all. And long time ago, I know there's a majalah. It's published by Indonesia Chinese businessman. And it's a weekly majalah. Now it's already finished, closed. And every week, they have a column answered by female Ustad, advocate the Indonesian term, Ustad. And the question is very, very interesting, including halal, including marriage law, family law, and so on. Let me give you an interesting example. Some of the boys are elder men, and they still keep the custom of worship ancestors. And you know Chinese, they like to burn paper money. And then there's one Iranian worker asked the Ustad, if my boss asks me to do so, for a Muslim, it's halal or halal. You know, it's very interesting. Or in other cases, their boss want to share the food, which are used for ancestor worship. In ideal religion, maybe itu sudah dimakan oleh ancestor, you know. How can you use the same food? So this kind of idea debate is always interesting. And so far, I didn't really pay attention on the issue of digital authority. But I think this point is very good. I will keep attention on that. Thank you.
Thank you. We still have a response of Mrs. Armstrong. Please.
Thank you, Professor John. In another context, this additional reasons when I get the refugees in Turkey, because in the election of 2019, there is a special case when the government at the time offering the citizenship to the Syria, to the refugees, if one, do you want to be a Turkish citizens? Because at the time we need voters for the refugees. Another case is the refugees from Syria. They have privilege from the government, Turkish governments, like scholarships. So all of the refugees who want to pursue their study in the university, they will get a full scholarship, and then they will complement. I mean, they will going to the public work as a part of a competition with Turkish people. That's another information. Thank you, Professor.
So is this your comment or your question? This comment. Okay.
You are here? No?
Regarding the scholarship, can I recruit students? Yes.
Anyone?
Our government offer more scholarship in Indonesia students from this year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No S2 and S3. Yeah. Okay, finish.
Yeah, okay, thank you. Friends, Ibu Francine is no more with us, so I think that you can help each other if you want to ask in English or if you have a problem with that. Yeah, okay. So I would like to open it for who wants to use this opportunity. Your reaction is Mas Hakim, please. Itu sudah nyala. Ya, ya.
Okay, thank you very much, moderators, and Prof. Thomas, thank you very much for your presentation. Very interesting. I even first know the information from you today about all these recent current development of Muslim especially community in Taiwan. Many interesting information, and also thank you to my friend Dr. Izabatu. And I think I want to say first, this is a good chance for us, yeah, UKSW, UGM, and NCCU to think about future collaborative, yeah, prospective collaborative, yeah, agendas among us, yeah, and also of course, yeah, Jaya. And also, I think there are many interesting topics that we can further research and also do some uh, more practical, yeah. I tell you story. One of very young Taiwanese undergraduate, still fresh graduate student. Every year they came to Indonesia, yeah, with 140s, yeah, initiative. Very young Taiwanese. Every year they will come to Indonesia annually to provide an assistance for ex-migrant workers in Indonesia. So Taiwanese is very care of Indonesian migrant workers, and I think I want to say one thing, Bro Thomas. Uh, in my opinion, Indonesia and Taiwan is very unique, has very unique relationship. Although we don't have formal, what we call it, diplomatic office, but people to people diplomacy is more effective than the official diplomacy under our foreign minister, for instance. Yeah, we can see from huge number of migrant workers and also students. So there are a lot, huge number of Indonesian students, and it is growing. Yeah, the number of Indonesian students studying in Taiwan, and many universities, very good universities in Taiwan. And to me, being 2, 3 times to Taiwan, I feel that it is very nice place to study and also to live because with that all the infrastructure and also the ASEAN culture. Yeah, in Amsterdam, in Europe, yes, they have that culture, but in Taiwan we feel something different with that very specific ASEAN culture. Yeah, that's why I think. Okay. You can talk. I tell my coffee. Okay, it's getting cold now. Yeah. Prof. Thomas, I just have one comment on your presentation. I think, yes, we in a very general overview or perspective, we might say that migrant workers from social-economic, particular social-economic, we would say to say that middle lower class, yeah, that might bring specific or particular expression of religion. Yeah. So there is connection between their social and economic status. Although when they back to Indonesia, they might have that class mobilization. Yeah. They might have that becoming more middle, even upper class. Yeah. We can see many big houses in Sanding district in Indonesia owned by ex-migrant workers, for instance. But in general, we would say that they are from lower middle class. And I just wonder if we can see the connection, how we see the expression of religion in terms of their economic, socio-economic status. Yeah, the fishermen used to show us the picture before might reflect to particular social class. Yeah,
I see what you mean.
yeah.
So that's why you know always welcome there.
Yeah. So maybe we also can do research on this topic. Yeah. Okay, thank you, bro.
And let me tell you an interesting example. It's just like our identity. If I always stay in Taiwan, I never know how strong my identity is or how much I need my personal identity. And you know, for many Japanese migrant workers, Muslim migrant workers, only for them just consider Islam as kind. Sometimes it's culture benchmark, right? You don't need really to pay too much attention about it. But when you move to a Muslim society, and if some people they can work very little, they really save some money. They have money to save back or to save deposit some money for themselves, and then they gradually pay more attention on studies. I'm ready to be a good Muslim. Why? If you are factory workers, the working time is fixed. You can manage it. And then this kind of religious service online is everywhere. So you can join the religions. Whatever is Muhammadiyah or Salima, you can join. If you have time, you have money, people change. Some of them become more focused on religion. And then in another case, this is also one of my real work. I didn't have chance to present here. It's about Indonesian martial art. It's also interesting. Then practice behind the rivers. Then also during the Roman time, they still do that until middle night. But recently, very unlucky things happened. Around several months ago, they fight, and one person died. One person was get serious hurt. What's the group? What's the name of group? Yeah, yeah, best Party. And then you know the Indonesian office issue a surat. Don't practice Pancasila within 6 months. Probably also because of present election. And then all the members just hide. Because this is my fair work, so I worry a lot. If they disappear, they cannot do anymore. So my student helped me to check. Recently they come again. Also still care about police control. Unfortunately, we are democratic society. Right? I hope so. Some interesting techniques happening now. Yeah, thank you for your question.
Thank you, Prof. Tom. And anyone else? Yes, please.
Hello, everyone. My name is Dean. I came from SMA Lab Sociology from Jakarta. My question is how inter-religious relationship between Islam and Taiwan local religions, or with like Christianity or another religion.
I don't really get your point. You want me to compare what? Because for you, Indonesian Muslim community, it's not so such a serious issue. They just sometimes have to help their folks to do this kind of worship. And sometimes some questions also including our issue like cooking pork. Right? Because Chinese is kind of problem. Our religion actually are not so strict. We are flexible, including vegetarian, including Buddhist vegetarian. It's sometimes like a wasa. Oh, you cannot do that. Maybe you can do more tomorrow. The Chinese are really like that. So suppose invite their migrant worker to eat pork dumpling. I say, come on, just one bite. It's okay. I don't really know how serious it is. Even for only one bite. Like, yeah. Otherwise, I think our society actually probably more familiar with Christianity because of this. No, it's not the bigger jail. But the mentality is like that. Okay, you do whatever you do. I don't really understand, but respect what you want to do. Okay, just like I don't know. I'm not sure whether I answered your question.
Maybe I can change the question into more like the Muslim community, not Indonesian Muslim community, but people Taiwanese Muslim maybe with the local religions in Taiwan relationship, inter-religious relationship like that.
Okay. I think about your question, I probably do more. Yeah, because I also do a research in Samara about a very very big temple. Actually, there are also some Javanese Muslims who worship there. And actually, recently I'm writing a book chapter regarding some controversy things regarding the Chinese collective or Chinese population in Indonesia. Yeah. So I think in Taiwan it could be not a problem. Could be. Okay. But if you want to ask my research in Indonesia about this, probably I have to create another presentation. Okay.
Okay, you still want to react? Okay. Anyone else, friend? We still have enough time for discussion. Yes, Pak Suarto, please.
Yeah, it is just a short comment, maybe also a short question. I just curious about why Taiwanese government is planning to Muslim community. In my opinion, there are two possibilities or two hypotheses. First is culturally, because we are Asia or Asianness. Asianness is a main factor, so why Taiwanese is accepting also friendly with Muslim community of Indonesia. Asianness is cultural tie between Taiwanese and also Indonesia. The first one. Otherwise, the second one, economically, because Taiwan needs workforce for Indonesia. So they are friendly because it is a cheap labor, maybe, or maybe another, but
not really cheap. Not really cheap. Just I support marketing before, not really cheap.
Yeah. There will be economically aspect. So because Taiwan needs a workforce for Indonesia, so they are friendly. Which one? The main reason why they are friendly to Indonesian Muslim migrants. Thanks.
Yeah, I think in a sense you are right. Because we are aging society, we need labor force from outside. Now it also including white collar worker. That's why our government is just issuing policy to combine long stay visa and scholarship to encourage Indonesian students studying in Taiwan get the S2 and then OS visa, and then they are willing to stay in Taiwan to pay their service to our society. And regarding your first comment, it's interesting. I read some article, South Korea and Japan. Sometimes they are not really friendly, sometimes. So this is another issue to compare what happened in East Asia countries. What's their attitude to Muslims? Okay, but I think your comment is really interesting. I will think about that.
Thank you. Suatu you still want to react? No. Okay. I'm still open for another one who wants to use this time. Any question or comment?
Indonesia is okay. But all Thomas also understand Indonesia.
Ask your name, Francis.
Yeah.
Speak Indonesia.
Yeah, okay. I think my friend can help me.
Yes, please.
Can we
Use the microphone.
check, check. Okay, excuse me. Thank you for the time. Welcome for me. Before that, maybe I can use Indonesian language. because I can speak fluent in English.
That's good.
Not really. Oke, baik Bapak, terima kasih atas penyampaian materinya mengenai bagaimana Islam diterima di negara Taiwan. Iya, dari penyampaian Bapak tadi dikatakan bahwa banyak sekali bentuk toleransi yang dinyatakan di negara Thailand terhadap bukan beberapa, tapi beratus-ratus orang yang sudah masuk di negara Taiwan. Nah, jika berkaca dari Indonesia, apakah pernah atau apakah ada bentuk penolakan yang pernah terjadi sebelumnya? Nah, karena ketika kita ketahui di Indonesia kan sering-sering terjadi kalau misalnya karena kebetulan Islam itu mayoritas di Indonesia sehingga banyak terjadi yang namanya penutupan gereja atau pembatasan masyarakat minoritas untuk beribadah dalam ruang ibadahnya. Nah, apakah pernah terjadi pembatasan oleh pihak Taiwan terhadap masyarakat Islam yang dari Indonesia pada saat itu? Demikian saja. Terima kasih.
So you have to compare about the Muslim Indonesia. About what? Oh yeah, the restriction. Okay. You know, in my view, the Chinese Muslim, they be isolated. You know why? Because first they are from their social regions from mainland China, and my ancestor has migrated to Taiwan, the Lama. So we have different ethnic identity. That's why sometimes Islam in Taiwan also we call it the Ananda's religion, mixed with some ethnic distance. Okay. The second thing is that I don't think they are very kind to follow their masjid to be used by Indonesian Muslim. But on the other hand, they don't really understand Indonesia. Even sometimes they consider Indonesian Muslim as a kind of middle lower level, a sense like that. Although in my view it's ridiculous. How can you compete with such a big Muslim community as Muslim countries, right? But still, they are generous to lend the mosque to Indonesian Muslim. But about the real interaction, maybe confined to some religious events. But it's also interesting. There are some Indonesian persons who can speak Bahasa Mandarin, and probably in Japanese society they are just like a Muslim KTP, and after they move to Taiwan, they become more serious. And want to learn and study Islam from beginning level, they also join the class offered by Chinese Muslim preacher. I'm in the class, so I know that. It's interesting. And Indonesia women study Islam with the Chinese speaking preacher. Yeah, it's interesting. But anyway, I think the Chinese speaking Muslim they be isolated. And the number is getting more. Because our society is secular. Without good Islamic education, the second generation is easy to convert to other religions. But as I know, they are trying their best to keep up. Okay? But in my opinion, we should learn more from Indonesian Muslims. But unfortunately, I'm not a Muslim, so I cannot say anything about that. Yes, thank you.
Cukup? Okay. Yeah. I still open this opportunity for others. Yeah. Are you tired? So. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, friends. I think Professor Tom, applause and thank you for your and the most important thing that brunch. This is an opportunity for Satya Wacana, MCC, and also again, we have a homework for the next project and next cooperation and collaboration, building the community as a part of the responsibility of this the university. Thank you very much, and your inspiring inspiration by your project in Taiwan. Again, thank you and applause for your time. And I give it back the time to you.
Okay, I guess our conference with the whole activity has brought us to a much wider point of view. Before we end our activity today, I would like to again say thank you to our main speakers, our great moderators, and our lovely interpreter who have brought us all onto this experience. Now, I would like to invite. Okay, I would like to invite Mary to the front to maybe Good afternoon, everyone. Everybody still okay? Thank you so much for this opportunity to me. I will read the conclusion of our conference for today. Uh, I just read that was written by our leader, Pastor Bob, so I just read this. In November 9 until 10, 2023, it had conducted the first conference of Association for Indonesia Sociology of Religion. This conference is the first milestone for the establishment of the Association for Indonesian Sociology of Religion as a place for sociologists in Indonesia to share and this method its research. The points of conclusion of this conference is following. Some important point of thoughts. A sociological approach to religion. It was admitted that secularism had been failed to answer the human problems. It's precisely secularism was not giving a room for those are non-rational that brings about some form of violence. Included it was influenced by religious fundamentalism and radicalism. The theory of sociology explaining the relation between rationalism and modernity is not relevant anymore to depict the religious practice that is still living in various contexts of life, from tradition one to modern and even more postmodern. We need a new approach to view religion in social activities. Professor Nancy Ammerman explained that approaching religion as a practice, we are able to discover the role of religion in society, either personally or structurally. What Ammerman doing is similar with Tita Leis, that seeing the process of Indonesia independence as religious phenomenon. It is because when talking about the state condition, Indonesia considering the existence of the religions that are alive
Italy proposed a new approach of non-conventional sociology. By adopting such an approach, it brings about sociology of religion and not religious sociology. Yet we can discover religion as social variable, analytically open and responsive, and explain its influence moderately as well. Indonesia, as a sociological phenomenon, is very interesting one. In terms of paradism, Indonesia is not able to categorize as religious state as Iran or Vatican, or secular state as Turkey or USA. But religion is the important aspect when structuring the state foundation. Even more, Indonesia, due to religion reasons, is not giving a room for atheism. To bridge the tension between religious and secular, Pancasila is introduced as a vessel to mingle both religious and secular in harmonious way. This is the reason why Prof. Titale and Prof. Syamsuddin encouraged us to understand Pancasila truly either sociologically or philosophically. B. Non-conventional approach. Emphasizing on the sociological aspect, the approach is developed to religion is an open approach. It means this approach is not based on the faith or completion of the necessity of religion. By adopting the non-conventional approach, all religion or faith are able to analyze scientifically without reading to judge them. Therefore, Pancasila could be a manifestation of the same condition that open to all religious faith and have been believed and exist before. Pancasila is kind of melting pot for all mode of belief or its religion that they were existed years ago. It is based on the non-conventional approach. Sociology of religion is relevant and important for us. By implementing, we enable to analyze critically and creatively the existence and rule of religion in social life. Even more, the religion is approached as a practice, as an inherent thing in everyday life. C. The Conference of Sociology of Indonesia, of Religion in Indonesia. This conference is still remain a kind of congress. At least there are five social issues are need to answer. Referred to Amarman, Chitale, and Samsudin, some social issues need to develop after this conference are A. Delicate encounters intersection between religion and social issues, or in Amarman's term is contentious. 3. The position and the role of the state in religious life. C. Many practices of colonialism or domination on religions, for example, discrimination. D. Definition of religious politically. E. Religious practice outside the organizational context. In addition to five social issues, sociology of religion important to take or borrow an approach from another discipline. It means the interdisciplinary approach is very important and urgent to do in seeing religion in objective perspective. So it enables the religion giving a positive impact to social life for all. ISOR, Association for Indonesia, Sociology of Religion. In the first day of the conference November 9, it has discussed and established ISOR, Association for Indonesia, Sociology of
religion, the basic value, the principles of this association are non-profit, academic based, egalitarian, and all participants of the discussion, 25 people automatically are the first member of ISO. This association, even though has a word of Indonesia, hopefully it's open for other scholars from abroad and publishing his or her research on Indonesia. Therefore, in this conference, keynote speaker from abroad from Amman and from Choi of Lomas are members of this association. The structure of this association, Chancellor Isafatu, PhD, Iranuji, PhD, President Dr. Hakimul Ikhwan, Vice President Dr. Suarto Adi, honorary members Prof. John Aditale, Prof. Nancy Amelman, and Prof. Swan Juan Chu. The next conference is hosted by UGM Jakarta, and it will be held in November 2024. We'll prepare ourselves for next year, yeah?
Okay.
Conclusion, such as the conclusion of the first ISO conference held in Salatiga. Hopefully, the result we can achieve today could be a foundation for the next conference, and it brings about the contextual sociology of religion in Indonesia. Thank you very much.
Thank you Bu Mary untuk remarks-nya ya pada siang hari ini. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, lastly I would like to once again deliver the deepest gratitude to our brilliant lecturers, also to all of our attendees today, to each one of us for attending this conference from the beginning till the end. And now, luckily, we have reached the end of our event today. So, with this, let us close this event with our respect to the Lord by praying together. So, I invite Pak Semi untuk pimpin doa kita menutup.
Getting involved. Right? We will closing our conference today in this time. And let me pray in Indonesian and also Christian for my friends, Muslim friends. Kita berdoa. Ya Tuhan Allah kami yang hidup. Terima kasih untuk kesempatan kami boleh melakukan kegiatan yang bermanfaat bagi pengembangan ilmu sosiologi agama. Setiap kami yang terlibat di dalamnya, baik selaku Fakultas Teologi Universitas Kristen Sati Wacana, panitia, seluruh yang terlibat, baik itu speaker, panelis, dan kami sendiri sebagai hadirin yang mengambil pelajaran bagi pengembangan ilmu disiplin sosiologi agama. Tuhan, terima kasih. Karena sebagai peserta yang terlibat dalam, kami merasakan bahwa ada ilmu baru yang kami rasakan, membuka cakrawala berpikir kami, mengenai cakrawala berpikir kami, untuk terus mengumuri tema-tema yang ada di sekeliling kami, orang-orang dan masyarakat, institusi yang ada di dalam daerah. Untuk itu Tuhan, kami mensyukuri semuanya. dan biarlah hikmat dan kekuatan dari Tuhan selalu Engkau berikan untuk kami terus ada di dalam jalan yang ini. Ya Tuhan, selepas ini kami akan berpisah satu dengan yang lain, baik di sekolah tiga ataupun kembali ke daerah kami masing-masing. Tuhan sertai sampai kami bertemu dengan keluarga kami. Di dalam Kristus Yesus kami berdoa dan bersyukur kepada Bapa di surga. Haleluya. Amin.
Yeah, right.